Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. You're watching Shoe DIY, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to loosely lace your Jordan True Flights. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to loosely lace your Jordan True Flights. You can see in this one what we're aiming towards. We've got that great loose lace look, we've got the two crosses as you come up the collar as well, and then you've got that traditional look with your laces hanging out at the top. And I'm going to show you how to lace them so that you won't have that extra lace that sometimes is a problem when the laces are a little bit too long. So I'm going to leave this one over here so you can see what we're aiming towards. And we're going to be lacing the left shoe. Now here as well, I've padded out the shoe so it feels like there's a foot inside it, and that's going to help us get those wide loops going across the shoe for that great loose lace look. I've also taken the lace down through the loop on the inside, going underneath the leather and up on the other side. Especially when you padded out your shoe, it's quite hard to get your lace into that tight spot there. So if you want to pause the video before we carry on and make sure that yours is in place, I'd do that. I'm then going to make sure that our laces are the same length on both sides, and I've done that by putting the ends together and then pulling up and adjusting these two lines of lace here so that you haven't got any slack on them. And when they both feel as taut as each other, you'll know that you've got the same length on both sides. So we're going to start by taking that outside lace across the shoe and up through that second loop on the inside. The laces twist quite easily, so pull them out as you go to flatten them out and bring it up through that loop. Now on the first two crosses that you're going to make, you can pull your lace fairly tight because you want these to sit quite snug on the shoe. And then your inside lace is going to come across and up through that second loop on the outside of the shoe. So again, just catch your lace and draw it in, making sure that you have untwisted the laces as it goes. It just gives it that better look when you get that crossed over lace at the front and they're both sitting nice and flat. Then take that outside lace across to that third loop on the inside. So I'm going to take the lace up through the loop, like that. I'm just going to guide it in a little bit as well to make sure that's nice and flat. And then the inside lace is going to come across to that third loop on the outside. Again, flattening out that lace as much as possible. It's easier to flatten out before it goes up into the loop rather than having to untwist it afterwards. So again, I'm catching it just to make sure I'm keeping it nice and flat. And there you can see those first two crosses there are sitting quite nice and snug to the shoe. Then I'm going to take the outside lace, bring it across and out through this hole in the leather. And this time I'm going to get a little bit loose with the laces as I come across. So a nice kind of relaxed loop there, really, a little bit looser. And then the inside lace is going to come across to the hole in the outside of the shoe. Same thing, keep your lace nice and flat. And then if it does get twisted, just pull it out, pull it back in again. And we can see that those two are quite nice and relaxed there with a little bit of extra play in them. Then we're going to take the outside lace, we're going to bring it across the shoe, and we're going to go up that first loop there in the collar. So push your lace up in there. Again, we're going to keep this nice and relaxed, nice and loose, making sure that the laces are going in nice and flat. Give it that better look. And then your inside lace is going to come across and it's going to go up through that loop on the collar. So I'm just going to make sure I flatten that out before it goes in. Like that. And I'll just show you here that I've kept those quite nice and loose. And then we're going to take the outside lace and we're going to bring it across the shoe and we're going to go up through that loop again. Now to give it a better look, if you pull these two laces here out of the way to the edge of the collar and take this up through the loop on the inside of it. So I've made sure my lace is nice and flat, I've pulled these out of the way, and then I'm going to take the lace up through that loop. Like that. So push it up into the loop and out. Just check those haven't twisted as they've gone up in there. Like that, and again that's nice and relaxed. And then I'm going to take the inside lace, I'm going to come across here, and again I'm going to go up through the loop. So I'm going to pull these two laces over to the side. That helps me get into the inside of the loop. So push your lace up into the loop. Pull it up through. Now you might find as you're doing that you're moving some of these laces around. So just adjust them to sit nice and relaxed, but nicely crossed. So I'm just adjusting mine a little bit like that. And then you've got a little bit of lace left over. What you're going to do with it is you're going to take it across and out through that top hole. So bring it across the shoe and out. And then that loop that you just made is going to go behind the collar, so it sits nice and tidy. And then the outside lace is going to come across and it's going to go out through that top hole like that. And again I'm going to put that loop behind the collar like that. So there you've got your loosely laced, looking nice and casual and cool for your Jordan True Flights. And now I'm going to show you what they look like on feet. So there you have your Jordan True Flights loosely laced. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and for future videos, subscribe. Until the next time, thanks for watching.